Dokken has blasted the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. This, the rock and roll weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison. He goes on to say it's a crazy world. The lead vocals of Dokken, now getting political, did a new interview with artists on record with Stefan Adika. He lamented the fact that the recent shutdown of the federal government forced U.S. air traffic controllers to work without pay because they are employed by the Federal Aviation Administration (FAA) and are considered essential employees. As a result, the number of controllers calling in sick had gone up, forcing delays and cancellations. And I'm surprised nobody got fired for calling out sick, but that's besides the point. Don went on to say that everything's kind of changed now. In politics, we have a new president in office, and then that, of course, is President Donald Trump. And I thought Don was moving to France if he got elected again, but I noticed that Don is still living in the United States. Now, Don goes on to say that people were getting fired everywhere in the government, that we had the longest shutdown in government history. He goes, I mean, people are working for free. Yeah, but doesn't he realize that once the government reopens, the people that were working for free usually get their money back? Or get paid for the lost time? Because I know someone that works for a federal government company, and anytime the government shut down, he got his money back. That's what he told me. If something changed, I don't know. Maybe I'll ask him. He goes on to say his son's a pilot. He flies a big Airbus 320 plane for United Airlines. It's a big jumbo. When he asks him what's going on, he goes, it's pretty crazy when you only have two flight controls when you're supposed to have four, and something's going to happen. It's going to be an accident. And he goes on to say, yeah, it's pretty crazy out there. Don goes on to say that his son keeps telling him these stories, that he'll have close calls. And he said, Dad, whatever they're telling you on the news, they're lying, near miss, near miss. He goes, that's happening every couple of hours. And he said, whoa, it's like he's flying from LA to China or LA to Sydney, Australia, 17 hours because you're higher up and you got more way to get out of somebody's way. He goes, but the airports are crazy. The flights are canceled. People, he says, get on board are all pissed off. They've been sitting in the airport for 6 hours. It's not fun up there, but it's his job. He's got to deal with it. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else has to subscribe. Everything for the continued love, honor, and support is greatly appreciated. He goes on to say this. Sometimes says somebody will tell him to do something, and somebody forgets that because there's nobody at the station in the flight control tower. They're out taking a leak or something, and that's screwed up. He goes on to blame the government, and that's the government one that's not paying them, and you have to laugh. Well, people should honestly be getting paid, honestly, but blame the Democrats for not wanting to keep the government open this time, if you know what I'm saying. It was a 43-day federal government shutdown, which came to an end when President Donald Trump signed the bill into law, officially ending it on November 12th of 2025. So, friends, what do you think about Don Dokken blasting the longest government shutdown in U.S. history? Do you care or you don't care what Don says? Should he focus on Dokken? Your thoughts, friends? Shame, shame, shame.